Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls has a lot of stuff crammed into it. The insane mayhem of 4v4 battles aside, all the modes, menu options, training tools, and unlockables are a lot to take in, and it's easy to overlook some stuff. Here's all the things Marvel Tokon doesn't tell you, or are at least really easy to miss. If you're like me, after settling into the groove of a new fighting game and checking out all the single-player modes, there are usually only a few things I do regularly, like jumping into training, joining a lobby with friends, or going to ranked matches. If you hit the Options button on the main menu, you'll bring up the Quick menu, which has a list of options you can immediately jump to. Not only that, you can even set your own 4 on the bottom row. Whichever one you set in this first Quick menu option gets an even faster shortcut that you can launch with a single button press on the main menu. For me, it's Quick Training, which will launch you straight into training mode with whatever team you've chosen in your battle settings. Team building is one of the options in the Quick menu by default. This not only lets you customize your team's members, order, win poses, and colors, you can choose a custom team name, instead of the auto-generated ones you'll receive after character select. It only lets you choose from pre-selected words, however.
Genius! Geniuses!
If you want to make small tweaks to a team, like switching out one of your members, you can even copy and paste, and then change things from there. The star denotes which team you've chosen in your battle settings. This is the team you'll take into online matches, and also the one that will be selected using the Quick Training shortcut. To choose which one you want to have the star, go into battle settings, hit square to load a registered team, and then you can choose from all the teams you've built in the team building menu. There's also a bug in the current version of Tokon that will sometimes delete the team in the top slot whenever you restart the game, so just be aware, and hopefully they patch it out soon. This one made me feel like a dum-dum, but since it took me a little bit to realize, I thought I'd share. You may notice the training options seem rather simple when you first open the menu in training mode. If you want the full breadth of advanced parameters, you need to hit the Change Menu Type button, and it will open the full list. All the previous options will still be there, but it will add much more granular settings like training dummy settings, battle states, and display settings. If you care about lore, there's a very handy menu option in the gallery named Relationships that shows the giant web of how the characters relate to each other. You can even open up the nodes to read the archive entries of all these characters, rather than having to back out to the archive menu. I wonder if there could be some clues of possible future DLC in here. How in the do you lose track of Thor? It doesn't advertise it much, but Marvel Tokon includes one of my favorite features in modern fighting games, Replay Takeover. While watching any replays, you can either go into the menu and choose Control from here, and then whether you want to control player 1 or player 2, or simply pause the replay and then hit the touchpad. Once you assume control, you can reset the situation from where you first took over by pressing the touchpad again. This is a fantastic feature to use to lab-specific situations that you have trouble recreating in training mode, or to just find out what you could have done more optimally in a given fight. While some colors and all of the extra launch costumes in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls are available only through DLC purchases, there are many that are unlockable in-game. Colors 1 through 4 are available for every character from the start, and Color 9 is only available with the Ultimate Edition, but Colors 5 through 8 are unlockable through gameplay. Color 5 is unlocked for an entire team when you finish their episode mode. For instance, completing the Samurai Outriders story will unlock Color 5 for Ghost Rider, Blade, Deadpool, and Loki. Color 6 is unlocked by completing 10 casual matches online. You don't have to win, you just have to fight in 10 of them. This is at the same time you'll unlock ranked matches and the Let's Take It Easy trophy. This unlocks Color 6 for everyone, not just the characters you were playing those matches as. Color 7 is the tough one. It's unlocked by getting through 100 levels of the survival mode. This can be really tough to do, but there is a bit of a trick. Since you're able to save progress every 5 levels, if it ever looks like you're about to lose a match, quit out to the main menu and reload that save.
All-Star Arena!
You'll still lose a little bit of progress, but not nearly as much as you would when having to start from level 1. The champion, enemy number 100, is a massive hurdle, and took me maybe 15 times to beat, so save scumming may be necessary. He does a massive amount of damage, so try to confirm off of your shooter and assault assists into a basic combo, and make sure you use somewhat safe finishers when he's blocking. When his health is almost gone, he'll evolve into his final form, and you'll have to beat him again. Look for his big armored moves, and interrupt him with an ultimate skill if you can, since you'll be invincible on startup. Lastly, look out for his screen-clearing fireball. It's also good to note that this will unlock color 7 for everyone, not just the characters you're playing survival as. Good luck! Color 8 is unlocked per character as you complete their action check tasks and their combo trials in the character lessons section. You don't have to complete the level up missions. You still should, but for a different reason we'll get to later. While the character select screen originally has 20 characters, you can also play as Tokon's antagonist, the Champion. We already have a full video breaking this down, but the short version is that you have to beat one of the team's episode modes. That means you can unlock color 5 for your favorite team and a new character at the same time. This is a very quick one-sentence mention in the battle guide, but performing skills with the skills button shortcuts, rather than their full inputs, will cause them to do a little bit less damage. For instance, Storm's Lightning Strike at point-blank range will do 10,000 damage when just pressing the skill button, and 11,000 damage when inputting quarter circle forward plus light attack. This doesn't mean you should never use the shortcut versions though. They can still be incredibly useful, especially when struggling with difficult inputs in the middle of a combo, or when needing an invincible reversal super. When the difference is finishing your combo instead of dropping it, or getting counter hit instead of turning the tide on your opponent, it's better to go with what you're comfortable with. Aside from the initial tutorials and combo challenges, you can also take on character-specific missions that are more free-form. Rather than giving you particular commands to complete, they simply give you goals within specific parameters, such as inflicting a certain amount of damage, or getting as many hits in one combo as you can without assists. While these initially may seem like pointless restrictions, these challenges can be invaluable for understanding your character, Tokon's combo structure and systems, and how to handle combos off particular starters. They really help you wrap your head around Tokon a bit better. Raw tagging is when you tag a character in without using their assist. By default, it's L2. One of the coolest nuances of the tag system is that there's a slight delay between the time when you press the button for a raw tag and when control actually swaps over. You can use this to your advantage by raw tagging, quickly inputting a move, and then when you gain control of the character you just tagged in, the previous character will still perform their move. This is a great way to cover your approach or potentially lock an opponent down in Blockstun while you get in a position where you can threaten with a mix-up. Best of all, it doesn't cost any meter because it's a raw tag. Tokon's got a bunch of hidden rules dedicated to its combo system, and you do well to learn them to prevent your combo from blowing up before you're able to cash out as much damage as you can from the hits you land. First up is the fact that there's a progressive order of what attacks can chain into what. So a light can chain into itself and a medium, which too can chain into itself and a heavy. That said, you can only press a button of the same strength twice in a combo, otherwise it'll become an auto combo. If it does become an auto combo, the fourth hit is what determines what attack you'll use at the end. Light for an ender that causes a wall splat or a wall break, unless you meet the very specific conditions for an assemble super. Medium for your 50-meter super.
Come on! Living legend!
And heavy for your 100-meter super.
Liberty for all! This is a battle for the American dream!
In addition to that, when just using normal moves, there's a 4-hit limit per grounded combo. So after that 4th hit, you need to chain it into a special move or a jumping attack, or the combo will drop. You should also take notice of the combo meter that appears underneath the combo counter. This is what determines the length that your combo can be. Calling in an assist during a combo will slightly reduce the meter, as will splatting an opponent against the wall, allowing you to add in some more hits. Using a heavy version of a special move won't cause the meter to go up, but it will cause the combo to drop immediately if you try to use 2 of the same heavy special move in the same combo. Make sure you keep these rules in mind when you're trying to learn a new character and want to try to squeeze as much damage as you can out of their combo routes. If you're picking up a new character and just want to get in there and start dealing some respectable damage without relying on auto combos or spending hours in training mode, try this near universal combo that works for almost every character. We'll play it both full speed and break it down so you can see exactly how it works.
I'm here! Freedom charge!
Medium, down, heavy to launch, then follow them up, and do medium, heavy, jump, heavy, and then hit assist right as that second heavy connects to catch them on the way down. Then medium, heavy, down, heavy, jump medium, heavy, jump heavy, quarter circle back light, or back plus the skill button for simple commands. That sounds like a lot, but it's actually the same exact sequence twice in a row, split up with an assist call in the middle to link the two halves. Only we skip the crouching medium in the second half, since it can be tricky to time with some characters, and we end with a special move that will either wall break or wall splat. On a splat, you can even follow up with a super if you have the meter.
Hulk hurt you? Good.
This exact combo doesn't work for every character, as some characters don't have an aerial quarter circle back special move, but it's still a good general bread and butter combo that you can start from and figure out how to better optimize later. If you'll notice, this takes the combo meter right up to the breaking point, meaning even one more hit will force you to drop your combo. It can be a good exercise to experiment with your heavy special moves and assist calls to see where you can extend this combo going forward, as a way to help you understand how combo structure works in Tokon. You may assume that if you call an assist after your standard light, medium, heavy special move against a blocking opponent, it would still be your turn. However, that is not necessarily the case. The very fast universal dashing assist on hit or block doesn't have a lot of Blockstun, and usually leaves you only at a small frame advantage, or even slightly negative on block. What this means is, if you thoughtlessly tried to dash in and jab after getting your opponent to block your assist, they can beat it by mashing their light attack button while blocking. So before you just assume that you can continue pressure after an assist, practice it in the lab and pay attention to the frame data. Spider-Man, for instance, is +4 after his light, medium, heavy assist Blockstring. That's not enough for him to dash in and jab, and the opponent can jab out of it. But if he were to do his 8-frame medium attack instead of dashing in, he'll catch their jab and frame trap the opponent for a counter hit. The point is, you shouldn't just assume that it's your turn after covering your pressure with an assist. It can be, but it's something that you'll have to practice for your own character to know what moves can be safely followed up with an assist for you to be able to continue your pressure or punish a foe trying to beat a dash-up light attack after the assist extension. And those are a few things that Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls doesn't tell you. For more on Marvel Tokon, make sure to check out this video on how to unlock all of Deadpool's secret moves, as well as how to pass the Spider-Man level up challenges. And for everything gaming, you're already in the right place. IGN.
Get out of here! No one can beat